Today we're doing an unboxing of two special decks. We have the Madhouse Tarot, right? And then we also have the Kabbalistic Tarot. And these are created by Eugene Vininsky. And I ended up finding these tarot cards from a reader by the name of Queen Cup Tarot. She's a very intuitive reader, and she always reads me for filth because that's just how connected she is with or that's just how good she is with what she does. And it's not specifically directed at me, but she her readings are very informative, and I can really I could get good therapy, get good therapy sessions from her. But this is I guess the authenticity card. Copy 880. Oh wow, that's how many he sold. And then copy 573. Oh wow, look at you. Oh, and is this what the back of the deck looks like? That's beautiful. Oh, done. Never not. All right. So I guess with the Madhouse Tarot, right? The illustrations I saw on these decks were very, very. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just they're so beautiful though, and dark and then of course the way that the reader, right, the way the reader that I just told you about, the way she reads the cards as well is just it's amazing. So it's just yeah. Now, again, I'm not the same type of reader as she is, and the reason why I got this deck specifically, it's called the Madhouse Tarot. What you think about is, some psychological stuff. As you can see, you got the brain with all the compartments all numbered and stuff, and how the brain can function. And also, this deck is he partnered with Elsa Kapadnukovsky. Oh, I apologize if I pronounced that name wrong, but Miss Elsa and Mr. Eugene created this deck. And it also came with the booklet as well. And then it's the Kabbalistic Tarot. I don't know if I should do a separate unboxing, or maybe this can be a double feature. Oh, look at the fool with the ass out. Is that the ass out? Yeah. And the owl. See, look already. We're starting off fresh. Oh man. Oh, they feel nice too. Very, very solid. Very sturdy. Oh yeah. They're very thick. Not flimsy at all. There's some quality to it. But yeah. The Fool card. And also with the Kabbalistic Tarot, right? It breaks down some things. So I know this is it Hebrew, I believe. I have another book that breaks down the alphabets, but in that deck as well, they're going to have these same symbols. So, and probably I think that's the Tree of Life, but the Fool. Got the owl and the moon in the background. Is that the moon? Oh, nope. It looks like the moon, just the way how it's how it is, but if you take a closer look, that's literally just a light at the end of the tunnel. Owl speaks of wisdom, intuition. There's a figure here that could be symbolic of a ghost, maybe, or spirit. Got the skull in its hands, and then there's the head with no face. Writings on the wall, could be signs and synchronicities, taking a leap of faith. Oh yeah, I like that. Magician. I'm getting DNA activations or like reconfigurations or well, you know, magician's about manifesting. So, but the way this is like transforming who you are. Sorry about that. My projector on, but I'm not showing it. There's no need to have it on. High Priestess. Oh wow, she seems like a very busy woman. Got a lot going on. See all these papers. It's a lot of information that she has. Look, and got the book right there in her head with the moon. Of course, intuition. She's kind of exposed a little bit. That may be indicative of something. Exposing herself to truth, right? Oh, exposing her, yeah. Exposing herself to all this information. And then, of course, there's the B on, that looks like a pillar, but then it kind of looks like a doorway as well. I don't know. Y'all can decide for yourselves what that is. And then there's the J on another piece of scroll or paper or whatever. The Empress. Look at that. She's pregnant. She's got men hiding under her. So she's like protective in some way, shape, or form. But then this one, who's this guy? This guy right here. Seems like he's got his eye on this. I don't know about that one. And he real poked out too out of everybody else. He real excited. But the thing about it is, I don't think that he's looking. I mean, you could say that he's looking down there, or he could be looking at the stomach, or he just could be looking somewhere over there, you know. I like the illustration of the eyes, though. Actually, all their eyes, because they all look like they're looking in different directions with different expressions. And yet she's just like, Here's the Emperor. Ooh. Napoleon. I don't know why I'm getting that. Him, like a Napoleon complex. Yep. There's that chain. So he feels bound to something. Oh no, that's not even a chain. I thought it was a ball and chain, but that's just the world at his feet. Look at that. But I mean, but you can also look at it like that too. The chain may not be there, but because there is like an orb by his foot, I mean, when you can reverse it, right, that also could mean that. But you see he's fragmented and put back together. So, and as you can see, he's not fully himself. Just only a part of him is there. That's deep. The Hierophant. Ooh, shit. This is how I'm feeling right now. Now, the Hierophant is usually a religious leader, but I'm on the spiritual ascension right now. And this is just like, got the mice around me, you're trying to ascend, and it's just like you don't know, you know. But yeah, he got his hands up and his hands down, as above, so below, right? He still has faith. You see, he's on the edge of the chair with one foot out, trying to step out and be that leader. But the rats around him, it's like it's trying to prevent him from being that leader. And you see, right? And he's locked up, or he's trapped. He's like in this room with this one. Wow, literally. I want to show you like I'm in this room with this window. But like as you see, right, he's not actually a Hierophant just yet, but he knows in his spirit that that's who he's supposed to be though. That's why he got this little this thing around him, right? Indicative of like the sashes that the popes wear, right? And then the hat. I love this, yo. Come through. Yes. Get into your spirituality and your religion and stuff like that, finding out, your connection with God and source. Lovers. Interesting. Let me look at this real quick. So there's three figures here. One of them is looking up at the balloon with a smiley face and wings. But he seems hopeless though. He has a rose in his hand, like a flower, but it's not really bloomed though. I don't know if it's like, come on. I can't tell if it's dying or if it's like, no, because it's closed off. So it's still needing, it just needs some type of nourishment, right? For it to grow. Because it's not like well, it could die if it doesn't get the proper care, but it just seems like it's still developing. So maybe this could be like young love. And then there's a woman here with a mask. That's funny. With a string in her hand. So she could be behind the scenes playing a role. There's a curtain here, so it's just like somebody's trying to make it's like an act or something like. And of course, there's a redhead exposing herself, trying to get his attention, but he's just like, or maybe they're both trying to get his attention. And he's just looking up, like, I'm so close off to love, but I'm being hopeful. And this one's like, look at me, my tits is out. Don't you recognize me? And this one's like, look at me, I got whatever this is that can help you. Oh shit. But when you really look closely, there's a string attached to that balloon, right? And it seems like it could be attached to that woman, but it also could just be dangling in the air. Because the way the illustration is in this area is like really hard to tell, but I like that though, because as a reader, you can interpret this card in many ways. So it could be that, yeah, she's like distracting him, trying to distract him with this string while he's looking at this balloon. That's like she still got his attention no matter what, she does. Like they seem like they probably actually have the connection, while this one is just like, doing any and everything to get their attention, and it's not working out. And it seems like this one, because they're exposing themselves, that's literally like last resort type measures. Like if I have to expose myself to get your attention, it's just like nothing I do will avail. But this one's fully clothed. They only got a piece of string and a balloon possibly attached to them that got that person's attention, right? It's crazy. Chariot. Chariot speaks of forward movement. But here he's just on a bed with a plunger, a bowl, and two cats at the end of his bed. It speaks of forward movement. I like a few other cards speaks of forward movement, but this is a major arcana, so this is like guaranteed progression in something. Like there's going to be actual movement. There's going to be change. Like something is being shifted. This is water too, Cancer, I believe. So there's going to be some shifts, some currents coming through that's going to change the wave. It's like Oh yeah, like a chariot. Ah yeah, coming through, right? But in this one though, hmm, this has to be more about imagination, more so if anything. Oh, you know. That's funny. Right. Oh, right. He could be again. It could be imagination. There's some type of maturity, possibly needing to be had. Is could be something about like growing up or being not growing. I mean, it could be growing up because you see you got the drawing of the phallic right there, but that's symbolic of something clearly. So and again, that's what I'm saying about growing up. Out of all the things that I've seen, of course, I've noticed the phallic being drawn on the wall, and I'm like, that's very immature of me to notice that. But it's just like, well, I mean, if you look at the picture and the setting on the person, right, you see he's got a pot on his head and a plunger in his hand, thinking that he's literally riding some chariot with the two cats sitting at the end of the bed. So this person is like literally like just could be just all in his head, immature in a fantasy world, right? But still trying to move forward and whatever it is that he's going through. So it's like again, this is the Madhouse tarot. So if they're all in a madhouse, like in an asylum, this is him trying to push forward in that mental state. He's probably got maybe, right? There's you can't say a mental disorder. Going through the Madhouse deck, right? There's clearly some type of disorder, right? But the cats, black and white too at that, speaks of yin and yang. So there's balancing, learning to balance something out as well. I mean, that's all I can get as of right now, but I don't think it's that important for me to try to interpret these. But I also will think it's cool to give you my interpretation of it as I flip through. And then y'all can kind of decipher what they are. Strength card. Up, it's medicine time. I don't want to take my medicine. Fuck the pills. And the way she looking is just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, this is the same day. This is every day with you, sir. You know the routine. Come on now. It's just like, get your shit together. That's all I can really get as of right now. There's like some, I don't know if that's like a curtain or something, but like that may have very well to do with him trying to fight this, whatever this person, because when you're here and you gotta take your medicine, this always is a problem with certain people. So they're gonna have to fight. And this is where the strength comes in at, And I'm not trying to offend anybody when I say this, but crazy people got some retarded strength, So it's just like he may have done that to this wall that somehow miraculously looks like a curtain. Like that's how much damage that he fights with them on a daily. It's the same old, same old. Dragging him. That's him probably pulling at the wall as well, Strength. There's some blood. It looks like blood is like here as well, like kind of smeared, like painted onto here to show some type of fight. Of course, you're talking about strength here, so not all fights lead in blood, but if you in this one, there's going to be some type of bloodshed, right? You stick me with a needle, that's pain right there. You're hurting me. Hermit. That's usually going within. Oh, wow. I like that. So usually he holds a lantern, right? But he's got his hand up high by the window, using the window as a light, as a lantern for his way out to get enlightenment and clarity on things, going within. Out of all the cards, right? that this hermit is perfect, right? And in this madhouse, right? In this madhouse tarot, this hermit, like if you could paint a story with these cards, right, and really look at this like as an insane asylum, and these all have a story within this asylum, the hermit may be the only one that can get everybody the hell out. They've been stuck. They sit in solitude and they learn a lot of stuff. You see all these writings on his clothing. He spent time writing and learning and analyzing and observing. He may be crazy. He probably is the most craziest one out of all of them, but he's sane as well. Who That's what I'm saying. Like he can probably get everybody out as well out of this asylum. You see, he's got the bird there, so he's connected with spirit in some way, shape, or form. And you see, what else is here? There's a hallway. He looks like he's not even like that's what it is. Like well, as far as what we've seen, they were all in rooms. This mofo was out in the hallway. That's what I'm saying. And that's Virgo energy. So the Virgo, Virgos, earth signs in general are sneaky, but it's the Virgo though that really are. They take the cake, because the Virgo literally is like the most feminine energy out of Taurus and Capricorn. I mean, Taurus and Capricorn, like our earth energy has feminine, but I just feel like, well, they are the feminine energy. Like there's no masculine earth sign. Like if you really go look at the astrology charts, but we all have masculine energy, right? Or we masculine and feminine energy. So, but it's just it's something about that Virgo though. Man or woman, it don't matter. It's just being a Virgo. If you're a Virgo and you tapped into that feminine energy of the Virgo, then you a little sneaky son of a bitch. But it all depends on how you manifest. How you transmute that energy for better or for worse, right? You see his eyes are, oh, they're not, oh, he just got glasses on, but they look foggy a little bit, Hmm. Wheel of Fortune, of course. This is really like being in it. I look at this as like, well, if we're trapped in here, or not trapped in here, but if we're in here, right? This is Wheel of Fortune, so this is well, we know it's karma. So being in the madhouse, right? You might be stuck here, and you're going through the cycles, day in and day out, about everything that you're going through in your head. This is why you're in that fetal position. Not you. I'm not talking to you who's watching this, but this is how like I'm interpreting the card. But yeah, you see that? It's like, what is that? Like some ancient shit. Like past life stuff that he's going through. Wow. You got people turning the wheel. That's probably his demons. Well, if you looked at the Wheel of Fortune, there's like this little devil thing that's like kind of like sliding around it. So, yeah, and look at that. That probably is it right there. I don't know, but why like he about to fall into his ass though? And that looks like this looks like an you could say a king. I was thinking emperor or hierophant, but yeah, more so the emperor. Yeah, this looks like the emperor. And it's just like you was at the top of the world at one point, and then you fell. Oh wow, it's like an endless cycle. Oh, and then because right, this is the Madhouse Tarot. So like, if this is somebody right, if this person right is going through it mentally right, that's like probably schizophrenia maybe, right? That's like going through it. Oh, yeah, let me go to the next card. Justice. Also, I got this deck, right? Because again, it's like psychology maybe a little bit. And then I just did my unboxing for the Jungian Tarot. which is like, and it comes with a psychology tarot book, and I want to use those hand in hand with this because I really want to study psychology with tarot, like, but I want to self teach myself, and I'm not trying to go to school. I'm not refusing education. I really want to be specific with what I'm trying to learn. I don't want to get caught up in cults and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm really being anal about the stuff that I'm trying to get myself into. So I'm not led astray. Justice. Now this is interesting. I was about to say weird, but this is interesting. Because this is like a figure here, a spirit. I don't even, because there's no wings there, but just because they don't have wings doesn't mean they're not an angel. I don't know. It's always like that depiction of how you interpret things. But there's a spirit here with the scale, so there's trying to bring justice here to something. Can't really tell. Oh, these may be the actual patients. And then this is I don't know. Oh, this could be money. Cause it's oh, I'm lying. This is their meds. I believe this is like them. It's like this is like meds. That other the strength card, yeah, that's your medicine, but that's not even medicine. That's to really put them down because they've been wilding out so much. You know, that's that tranquilizer. That's what that was. That wasn't time to take your medicine. It's time to put your ass down because you're doing too much. This is time to take your medicine. Justice card, you know. You gotta put everything up into the, you know, so you have your proper grams for certain things so you don't overdose, or you can't underdose. Well, yeah, I guess there's such thing as underdosing, because if you don't have that specific dosage of the medication that you need, so you're not, it's the balance. Oh yeah, there you go, the scales. And if you look at it, right, this is a spirit here, and the way the scale is, it's like the spirit is over here, and then there's people over here, and it's like, and you got the meds down here with the spirit. So it's just like trying to balance out reality with the 3D, like the 3D and the 5D. Because I don't want to say fantasy, because it's like fantasy is considered fake, but I'm looking at this as like the 5D. It's just the unseen eyes. But apparently somebody, oh, well, maybe they can't see that though. And that's what it is. And they're still trying to figure out, like, how is this all going to play out? How is this going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 people, at least in this room. These either could be the clients or the patients, or the actual workers trying to decide on the proper medications for the patients, right, as well. And then, you know, spirits there trying to help them out so they not about to lose their jobs in this asylum. Because then you'll catch a case for malpractice, right? And we don't want that. Hangman, look, right? Hangman, you don't want to be pulled up from under the things that you were doing. Now, I like this because he's not, right? I like this. Because that would have been morbid if they actually had a depiction of him like, oh my God, like, wow. But I like this because this is what the Hangman is literally. It's like at that point of needing a different perspective, you know? Like, the traditional way, you've already seen that his leg is caught and he's upside down. And in my Starman Tarot deck, right, there's it's like this like anchor or something that's got him upside down, and all the money is falling out of his pockets, but there's like this lightning at the top. of his feet though. So, but this is just like, it's like deciding, should I take this risk or should I go down this hallway? Should I keep pushing forward or should I end it? Like, that's deep. And that's not even like on the reality of ending your life, but it's just like whatever your situation is going through, it's literally got your head up against this wall. Like, it's really putting you in that perspective. Like, oh my God, like this is like, I need to make a decision. It's literally needing to make that decision. It's a tough decision too at that, because it's a life-changing decision at that. It's either push forward to that end of the hallway or just stop right here. But the way that it's designed, the way this is illustrated, there's no turning back, essentially, for whatever decision that you're making, because it's putting you in that position. You know, it's a decision that's going to change your life forever, and you're not trying to go back on it. And it's nothing wrong with that either. You know, making your mind up and standing on that word. Death. And look at that. You come from the hangman to death, and you see it's a skull here that's split from light and dark. You see in the light, you see all the cracks, and there's a shadow. But in the dark, you can't see much but this bed that looks dirty. So we know that death is all about endings and beginnings, right? Something end for it to begin. It's like the hangman, you know? But see, again, it's like, this is being in that state of mind of making, like, needing to make the decision. Like, this is where you be at. And then once you make the decision, you have to end it for something to begin. Oh, well, yeah, of course, we're going into the order of the tarot, right? So, it's a shadowy figure here, but then you got the sheets here, the dirty sheets here. We know it's about transformation as well. Duality, maybe? Astral projecting. No, because there's no figure here. But there's a figure. Oh, yeah, the body still has to be there for it to be astral projection. Alright, well, moving on. Temperance usually is all about reconciliations, but this is also a balancing, another balancing card. But temperance is, they say Sagittarius, but I don't understand where the fire is at when you got two cups here, or two, or like pitchers being poured into each other. So I always get water more so. But this gives me this right here. And I never understood how, like, Aquarius ever was, like, significant to the temperance, because of, like, that water barrier type of, because, you know, in the star card, which we'll probably get to, we'll get to eventually, you know, we already know. Oh wow, that's funny how I talk about Aquarius, and then I just got a notification from another water sign about an Aquarius reading. Oh, now she's just dropping videos of the signs now. Never mind, because the Gemini came up after that. So temperance is needing to balance something out, but it's also healing too. You see her feet is in this bowl, so it's like some type of cleanse, some purification of something. That's what the reconciliation is. It's like purifying something. We're in this is the Madhouse, right? So, oh, I mean, this could be a woman. It don't even matter. But, you know, this figure right here is, yeah, they're just trying to balance out their cleansing. There's a doorway at the end, you know. So it's just like they're preparing for, whatever is out there. But the way he's pouring this, though, like, why is he pouring it that high, though? I think that's what this is. It's like, this could be like some type of potion or medicine, right? Right. And I know that, like, they have to do this. It's like, I don't know why. Well, it's like if the way you pour something in there, like at the speed that it gets dropped into that bowl, for it to blend well with whatever other concoctions that he got mixed in with that. And because then it made me think about the temperance from the tarot sexual magic, and she's got the little beakers, and she's like pouring it in there like a scientist, almost like alchemy or something in some way, shape, or form. But I feel like this is like medicine work more so than magic. It's a healing more so than a manifestation. Again, we're working with the water and potentially fire, so it's that steam, that balance, to something. It's that pressure release. The devil. Oh wow, look at that. This literally is your fear. This is your shadow side. This is what you have to face, from time to time. The devil doesn't go. You can't get rid of the devil. He can only just really disappear. He will always be around. Always. From the beginning to the end, because he's attached to your sins, right? That's what he plays on, your sins, the things that your desires, and of the world. That's why he's red. It's that passion. It's that the things that he knows the things that you love, and you see he's got two people in here, right? Because the devil, right, is Capricorn energy, but the way it reminds me of is the opposite of the Lovers. So it's just like when you look at the Lovers card, traditionally, right, you got the angel there with, the two lovers, and then when you look at the devil, you got the devil there with the two lovers. So now these two are split. He's in the middle of them now, causing them all kind of conflict and hell. One of them, right, has a stair. There's the stairs here, right? Stairs that lead to a door that's closed. The other one in an ocean. Damn. And then in the background, right, in the middle, right behind him, is the actual opening of something. This also could be the splitting of your brain as well, because, like, I don't know why I felt that. When I'm looking at that card, like, there was like a opening of my mind when I'm looking at this card. The Tower. Ooh. It's the flip-flops at the is that glass? Oh yeah, he broke free. I know that's the fuck right. Well, hopefully you ain't die. What's next? The star. Okay. I'm like, wait, what's next? But yeah, and you know what's so funny, right? Because you see there's two shoes here, and then we were just talking about the lovers as the heart is right there. So they made their getaway, the two doves. Broken window. Yeah, it may look like a suicide. There may be a note there. There's a note there, but That's my final notice from this place, to get the fuck out of Dodge. This is my last note, and whatever happens happens, but I'm free now from this toxicity. No matter how this card turns out, you are free. I mean, of course, if it goes in reverse, and it's like, you're back in here, you're back with the devil. It's like shit. It's like you thought you got out of a tower just to jump into the fucking van, into a rape van. Now you're being in a sex traffic ring. Like, damn, I thought I got out the asylum to now be in a circus ring. Like, star card here. That's the healing. That's the wish fulfillment. I wouldn't even say wish fulfillment, but I mean it is a major arcana, but it's healing. You see she's in the shower and she's looking up at the star, being hopeful and stuff like that. But it's also just following that star, knowing that there is light that's shining on you, and as long as you notice that you have a connection with the star, you will always be guided in every way, shape, or form. No matter where you are. If you're in the bathtub or, somewhere else. Just always look for that North Star. And again, like, she looks like she is depressed. She seems like she's sad. You're sitting in a tub, the shower is on, and the water is running. You're just sitting there with clothes on, white dress, or, her little, her slip. It's nighttime, got the stars there. Oh, well, clearly, it's a star. But yeah. But again, it's the head tilt up, looking up at that star. I always say when you look up, that gives me, you're being hopeful. Whenever you look up, you know that there's something more out there. And that's why that star is shining its light on you. It's like, look at me. I'm all the way out here, but I'm looking at you as well. I see you from all the way over here. I recognize you, you recognize me, and as long as we recognize each other, you a safe baby. The moon. The moon is about secrets. Well, it's being kept away from you, but it can be revealed to you as well. We always talk about the water, right? You see there is a crab there, or a lobster, which it could be indicative of Cancer. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, in certain decks, some people associate Cancer with the moon instead of Pisces. And I don't know why. I can see it. Like, I can see Pisces actually being connected with the water. Well, the Cancer and Pisces are water signs. So I can see them both being connected to the moon, being as though they are fish, right? They live in the water. Well, Pisces are the fish, while crabs are shellfish. But fish nonetheless. They're sea creatures. So anything under the sea will connect to the moon. The darkness, right? That's what the moon, that's what the water is. Like, I literally think that's how, in the beginning, when God created heaven and earth, he transmuted the darkness and turned it into the ocean. Because he made light, and then light shined itself, right? And then from that light, he turned it into the ocean to reflect. Like, it was beautiful how, like, you gotta just, just read the beginning, right? And it's going to tell you how he formed the earth. It sounds beautiful. But yeah. Secrets being revealed, being illuminated. Clearly, this man is being stuck. He's stuck in something. He's like literally, somebody tried to bury him alive, maybe. But this moon here is shining a light over that, exposing him. That's all I can get. I mean, there's clouds here. There's a building here. His hands are up, so it's just like, I don't know. This one's, I don't get too much from this one. But it all depends on when I pull this card with the with the other cards for me to really kind of get what this is supposed to mean. The sun. Sun speaks about enlightenment. Um, I always think about like it's like enlightenment, but it's also about like it's like I think purity and it's like high. I can't really explain it, but it's like this is like a very powerful and peaceful card to me. Like it's a very positive card compared to the moon because the moon can have its secrets and it also it's the moon, so it's like the dark side to the sun. Yeah, it's the other side of the sun, right? The moon, you know. But looking at really looking at the this illustration, it seems like all right. Oh wow, so this looks like a package. You know, hey, when you receive stuff from the mail, I feel like this is like some things that somebody needed. You know, you sit there, you open it up, you're in your little room, you get your little package, and you get your gift. You get your not a gift card, but what do you call it? Postcard. There you go. You get your postcards, your letters, and your books and stuff like that. You know, just your information. I feel like this is. So that's where that enlightenment comes from. So whenever this card comes in, it's just like this is the book of information that's going to enlighten you to the things of the situation. I mean, the book is here too. I'm gonna flip through. Once I do the flip through, I'm gonna pull a card and I'm gonna read the actual description that they have for it. Judgment. Oh, there's the horn. This looks like death. Well, you know how we've all, at least how society, culturally, this is what death looked like. Just a ward, a figure covered in a robe, but he doesn't have the Sith though, right? And usually you would think it's a skeleton under there, but it could be an actual figure of a being. You know, it would be so fun. So I was gonna say fucking funny, but you know, it would be so interesting now if it was just a robe. Like he took the robe off and you just see nothing. It's just a visible man. It's not even nothing. Like as soon as he take the robe off, he disappears. But judgment. I guess ghost. So that could be like. This could be spirit, right? Talking to your, or this could be like higher self. Talking to your lower self maybe, or like spirit trying to tell other spirits, right, not to fuck with you as well. Judgment. You need to make a judgment call. It's going to be interesting, right? How to when how to use these cards. Because I'm loving the illustrations. I'm loving the energy from these cards. I made sure I saged them too, like when I opened them. Because they both came together. I got them off Etsy. But I sage everything. Not to offend anybody, but you never know the energies that attach itself to it on the process of getting here, But I don't know where I was getting with that. But yeah, the world. Oh, there's an egg, right? I don't get much from this other than like it's birth, right? Stepping out into the world, new, fresh. Oh yeah, there we go. Because you're this is like a brand new beginning. So you're stepping out of your shell, getting out of your comfort zone, and stepping into the world brand new, like a virgin. Touched by the very first time. Of course. Wow, I say that song and then look, Ace of Wands. Naughty. So she's praying. Praying for what though? Oh. For her soulmate. But the devil's over there. Her demon is over there. It's like he's taunting her. More so than trying to tempt her. And the way the candle looks like, it's like symbolic of a snake. But the candle, I guess, the candles are the wands. Two of Wands. So there's only one light here. Well, there's the light here, the window, but then you got the light here, like a sun. But I guess the broomsticks are the wands in this scenario. Oh, there's some symbols here. Of course, if I opened up the book, right, we would know what those mean. And then at his feet, oh, wow, look at that. The demons is coming through the walls. But the Two of Wands is about control, domination, but it's also about, they say the ship's coming in, but he's already on the boat though, setting sail out on a new beginning, right? That's what it looks like. He's trying to set sail on. And it's funny because now that I'm thinking about the chariot, and I was like imagination and stuff like that. Well, they're all kind of in their head about something. So, but yeah, this one's definitely trying to set sail on an adventure. You see, he's got his little telescope looking out the window and trying to observe the seas as he travels around the world. And you see the sun out there, because when you really don't focus it and really put your imagination on it, I could really see him like on the ocean. Like the background, it's just like it's very gloomy. It kind of looks like it nighttime, but you know the moon. That's the sun though, but the moon shines bright too, and then you know the moon changed colors, so the moon can look like this, you know, as well. But again, it's all about the reader's interpretation of the card. So this is just what I'm seeing. And again, it's like my mind's eye. I'm not really seeing this, like the card is not changing in front of my eyes, but I could still see the picture of this, but I could visualize exactly what he is trying to do, you know, what it is that he's doing. Three of Wands. Now, Three of Wands, I always get is waiting. I think it's like the waiting card. But, this one is really being creative. Up and there's the PP on the walls again. So I really gotta look at this because this one's an artist. This one's really about being creative. Oh, there's symbols right here. Actually, let me show y'all before I kind of I hope I don't get flagged for this, but he's drawing. That's funny because it's like he's drawing some serious shit, but in the process, it's just like he's doodling and doing like he's also just like being childish as well. Not childish, but like I say childish, but it's just like it's like tapping into your inner child. It's that innocence. It's the going back to the things that you used to. And of course, this is an artist, so I know that most artists back in the day probably used to be those bulls in high school that used to draw penises all the time, like on some weird shit. But it's a start to something more beautiful. You see, now he's up on the wall, drawing all types of symbols and creatures. Look at that. Like, this man is doing it all while still drawing his little things. So it's just like, it's the in-between. It's the discovery of his passion to me. because he's into it. Like, it's all over this wall, except under the window. Like, he's literally drawn everywhere on this wall, like in the room, but under that window. Like, you see there's a whole canvas that he hasn't even touched yet under that window, and I think that's beautiful as well, because I think that's where he might paint the picture. He might look at that window and draw whatever is out there under that window. Potentially, right? You know, it's an idea. Four of Wands. What we know about the Four of Wands being union. But in this case, though, and more symbols here. In this case, though, this calls for a celebration. This looks like I'm spending my birthday by myself. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. But you know, it's still like a good card though. It's not bad. One foot out though, or 1 foot in the air, there's some type of imbalance, right? Well, I wouldn't say imbalance, because it's not like he's falling. He's happy though. So it's just like, honestly, it doesn't even look like he looks like he's about to go into that jump skip. Like when you jump and you try to kick your heels together. That's what this looks like. Five of Wands. Yep. It's a conflicted fight. Oh, look at the devil. Two more symbols. Excuse me. But see, I like this. Because this one's all about, I can see this as learning to be comfortable with like celebrating on your own. So if you was that type of person that always wanted to go out, but like people always bailed on you, but you were like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to the movies by myself anyway. Like, this is that type of energy. Like, I'm just gonna do me. Like, I'm not gonna let nobody stop me from doing me. But this right here, this is where you be around people, right? And then people like to play, and you're around somebody that likes to play, but then they play too much, and then things get out of hand. This what this reminds me of, because of that ball right there. So it seems like they were playing, and then shit got out of hand, and now we all fighting. Like, how the fuck did it come from play to fighting? Because it was the devil there the entire time. It's always that one in the group. It's always that one in the group. That's why, like, when you put yourself in a group of friends, you got to make sure where you stand at. I'm very reserved. I don't really like to play too much. I come off as very prudish maybe, and that's only because like I'm not with the shits. Like, I can really be playful and stuff like that, but that's only because I can only do that with people I can really feel comfortable and trust and feel safe and comfortable with. If you are that type of person that's always playing around, always trying to turn up, always trying to do this, just it can't sit the fuck still, nah, you always gonna be in conflict. Sorry, miss me with the bullshit. Six of Wands, that's again what we talked about before. With the Chariot, it's like forward movement, but this is a victory though. So with that Chariot, the Chariot was just guaranteed movement. Six of Wands is a victory in that movement. So whatever choice in movement that you make, you're going to come out victorious. You're going to win. And you see you got the hands trying to grab at you. Let me bring it a little closer, Six of Wands, show you the whole meaning, right? This is cute. This is reminding me of literally like me and somebody right now. And it can go either way. This could be him and this could be me. This could be him and this can be me, right? It can go either way, but you know, this is us right now. And the shadows in the background trying to pull you back, and you're just like, nope, we're gonna move forward. Fuck that. I don't care how this is going, but we moving forward. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, no, we're going. Let's do this. Oh shit! I'm thinking they walking next to each other. This nigga is riding his back. Oh my god. That could be symbolic or something. Okay, moving on. Seven of Wands. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Seven of Wands, that's being defensive. It's needing to stand your ground. But as you see, this one seems like they kind of are in the fetal position. They're kind of giving up. But I don't know, like these demons, right? I don't know if they're like running away out of like being scared, or are they leaving because the job is done essentially. Mm. You see, it's like all these bodies here that she drew, and then there's this big one that she's like laying with. Could that be her? That she done drew? That she's trying to manifest? Mm-hmm. This is gonna be a long video, but all my videos seem to be long now. I was gonna try to do a double feature, but that's not gonna be the case. That's gonna be a whole nother separate video. Eight of Wands. Ah. There's that cycle. This is an endless cycle. Oh, wait, hold up. Because there's paint here. Did he paint the floors? Or he just painted his feet? But who did the painting, though? Eight of Wands is about a message, right? Usually. But this is like literally like an endless cycle. It's like being on an endless, yeah, you're being on an endless cycle, and it's just like, but that paint there, is it something that you created, or is it something that that demon created? But the window is there that's shining a light, kind of exposing the figure there. Because you see he's a little bit faded. So it's like he's kind of, it's like the light is exposing him and showing you that there's an entity out there. And it has like a sword. Oh wow, this creature is very unique. They have a face on their stomach. Oh, you can't really see. They have a face on their stomach. They also have like eyes right here. Like their thighs have eyes in a mouth that bites into like their knees. That's like, that's dope in the illustration, but to see that figure come to you in person, that's gonna be some wild shit. But he's smiling over there, and you kind of, well, not you, but this person is like, he's kind of smiling, but look, he old though, so this has been going on for a while now. But that paint though, I don't know if it's because the, oh, maybe they painted the floor and then they're trying to step over, and then, and he's been trying to figure out where are these footprints coming from, and it's probably like, well, maybe it's you, and they're like, no, it's probably this figure that's causing all these footprints. There's more than one footprint. That's what it probably is. You're like, where are the other footprints coming in at? There's something missing, right? That's the message. I guess, right? Nine of Wands. Maybe it should have been ideal if I just like read it Like read the description, like read the book with each card. Mm. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, right? So this is what I literally get, right? So you see there's nobody there, but there's two doorways, right? So you're in the, so this would be like, this person right here is coming in to make that person feel better. Nine of Wands, right? It's that wounded warrior. So you're like, you're in your room, you're closed off, you don't want to be bothered, just leave me alone. And then here comes somebody trying to bring in like the little puppet to make you laugh and smile or something like that. And I'm trying to figure out what movie that was that did some shit like this. It was like literally with a puppet to try to make somebody like, could have been Mrs. Doubtfire? I think it was. You know, Robin Williams would do some shit like that, though. I will say that. This is like, yeah. Oh, rest in peace to him, too. But, yeah. You know, I feel like this is somebody coming in trying to make you feel better. Or at least, you know, the person interpreting, or the person that's being read to. Right? Or at least the people that I'm going to be reading to. I can look at it as somebody coming in, you know, to make you feel better. And not even the person that hurted you. This is just somebody coming in like, you know, come and cheer up. Not cheer up. You know, I hate when people are like, cheer up. Like, how the fuck? Don't tell me to cheer up. But neither here or there. Moving on. Ten of Wands. That's about oppression, burdens, carrying the burdens. You got all these chairs. And you can't even see. You can't even see him. That's how much he got going on that you can't even see him. All you see is his feet. And hopefully he's going, hopefully he knows that if he's going in the right direction or not. But well, who we can see is that demon, that devil. He's like, hi, I'm Pa. But yeah. There looks like there's a doorway. Yeah, it kind of looks like a doorway, like a bedroom or something, because it looks like that could be a drawer. Oh, but then, right, he's got chairs in his hands, so this could be literally cleaning up shop. You know, cleaning up the clutter, getting rid of the burdens, right? Also the other two symbols here. Page of Wands. This is definitely giving me was that the Victorian period? Maybe not Shakespeare, but like this is definitely like going to a play, right? You see he's got the mask there. I mean, it could I'm bad at history, so, but it's definitely giving me like Europe, maybe not the Renaissance. See, this is how terrible. Yeah, this is definitely like Victorian period though. You see the clothing, the wigs and stuff like that. This still could be around the time of like, you know, America is already established, George Washington era, like, you know, that type. But this is definitely overseas though, not in America. Again, there's like, again with that mask in the play, like this is like Italian or Europe. But the Page of Wands, right, pages are students, so this one's a learner. But it's the passion, the arts, right, creativity. He's also have a staff there with a woman. Oh yeah, that's the one. That's his rod, right? Knight of Wands. The knights, right? Those are also about action, movement as well. So the Knight of Wands is making that passionate offers. You see, he's got the flower in his hands. He also looks like he's an older gentleman too. Why he looks like, oh, that's not flowers. Those are paintbrushes. But it's the symbolism behind it though. So it's like his his artistry, his creativity, it's what he loves to do, or what he can offer as his love. You know, as his expression, because again, it's about the action. So the way he takes action is through art, creativity, passion. This could be a very significant, yep, because I'm looking at the Queen of Wands. So this is probably a very important figure. I'm not going to go into it now, but the reason why I say yep, because the Queen of Wands is, I don't know her full name, but this looks like Miss Frida, right? She's got the heart. That dress is beautiful. She's got the, is that the Russian symbol? She's got the statue. This one's a traveler. She's been around the world. Yeah, but she's a very iconic figure. That's all I could really say, and it's sad because like her face is so important, right? She's a very important figure, but she's a Queen of Wands for a reason, and that's why. Once you do your research on who this individual is, then you would understand why she's a Queen of Wands. But she's definitely made an impact in culture and history, being who she is. King of Wands. Oh, look, you got the... Oh, look, and there's the Hangman right there. But it's in reverse. Which is a good thing. Because if the Hangman is reversed, then that means that he's back on his feet. He's gained the perspective now, and he's moving forward. King of Wands, he's taking action. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm getting mines. And also, too, this looks like this could be Anubis here. So that could be some significance. As I got my Anubis deck over, and my Anubis oracles right over there as well. Ace of Cups. So she's look like she's, well, she don't look like she's drowning. Well, she don't seem like she's stressing about drowning now, but you see she's underwater. There's broken dishes in there. So, and then somebody's reaching out to her, trying to save her. Or at least help her. I don't think saving. She didn't look like she needs saving, but, But again, it's like, and in one deck, right, it's about diving in, but from this one, somebody is reaching out or reaching down while you reach up, or while the person is reaching up. Two of Cups. It's got the holes in the boxes. Two of Cups. There's some more symbols. So the Two of Cups, and there we go with those demons in the corner. That's funny because like I said before, they're almost everywhere in the deck. But let's see, Two of Cups. Well, that's also about soulmate connections. So you see there are two figures here. Yeah, two figures here. Maybe this one, because like you can kind of see like the bone structures of the chest. This could be a male figure, but then you really can't tell if this is a woman. But again, like this can be ambiguous though, because there's flat-chested women and there's big-chested men. So there's two figures here. That's why their faces are covered, because it don't even matter, right? They have cups. They're in this box. living it up the best way they can. And I think that's like what I love too. They making it work for each other. They're literally they're in a fragile box filled with water, got holes in it, trying to have like a date essentially. And this is the Madhouse tarot, so you can't go anywhere. So it's just like, well, let's create our date. Well, not create, but like let's go out on a date. We can't do nothing. All right, well, I got a box here. Let's make a hot tub. Let's let's go make our like I like that because it's understanding that there's a connection there between the two of you, and it's not giving a fuck about what's going on around you and how or what it is that y'all are doing that's making y'all connect with each other, which is also giving me an idea, not an idea, but it's like letting me know about a connection that I have with somebody right now. Because like he's not in a good predicament. I'm not in a good predicament, and yet we still got love for each other, but we also need to give each other space. But I know we need to spend time with each other, so it's just like we're gonna make time for each other, despite our predicament. We're gonna make this work in some way, shape, or form, because we understand that we have a connection with each other. And again, it's not even insinuating any type of relationship or love. Well, not there's always going to be love. It's unconditional love at that, but that's the difference. You got to understand the distinction between unconditional love and then what everybody else's idea of love is. Three of Cups that's about a celebration. That's usually a party going on. These girls, these figures, right? I don't know. But see, I just did an unboxing, right? I can't remember. What is Siri doing? No, go away. I just did an unboxing, right? Of a deck. And I remember the Three of Cups. Could have been. Oh, I think it was the erotic fantasy tarot. And the Three of Cups was like three people, right? They're all drinking, but then it was like one girl who was looking back at them. It was like side-eyeing them. This girl looked like this person, or it looks like they're having the time of their life. Like, look at them. Rosy cheeks and everything. Like, they are in it. They are enjoying this energy. You really can't tell what this person is because their back is to us, but there's a smirk on her face. So it's like she's not happy, she's not mad, but it's just like, why is you too happy over there? And in this one, she's just mad. She just straight up pissed. Like, who does she think she is? Why she's so happy? I want to be that happy. So it may be a celebration, but I mean for one person, but two people, or one person specifically, definitely won't be happy with it. But Three of Pentacles, though, it's like a sense of working together. But I mean, I also got to look at it like this too, because each one is different, right? So we got the Cups, which deals with water, right? So this also could be working with people, right? But figuring out from an emotional perspective. While the Three of Pentacles is that literal, physical, actual, like, work, like, job, like, finances. Like, your actual job, like, working with people, working in a team, a group setting. This is already people that you know, and like you already know these people. That's why the Cups is there. Like there's emotions that you have with these people, and it's just like probably needing to work out those emotions with the people that you're dealing with. See, that's how I'm trying to learn how to interpret and read my cards. You know, because that everything is coming intuitively to me because of just all the other shit that I'm going through in my reality, and I also still need to work on, like, you know, like a proper meditation. Four of Cups. Hmm. Hmm. Four of Cups. Wow. No cups, all windows, two wings, and someone in a corner. This reminds me of the Fool card a little bit, or like a pre-Fool. Yeah, a pre-Fool, right? Because it's like, this is like needing to take a leap of faith at something. It's like literally, you're stuck in this and stuck in. Wow, it's crazy because like the Four of Pentacles usually talks about being trapped in four walls, like being trapped, or it's not being trapped, but it's being closed off, right? So well, in traditional tarot, right, there's a man outside, right, and he's got this big ass pinnacle that he's holding on to. So it's like not wanting to let go of something, right? Your finances or sharing or shit like that. But in other decks that I have, it's literally someone in my manga deck. There's, well, let me show you. Well, all right, just to have the card out here, you know, just want you looking at the in the manga deck, right? There's a woman sitting in a room. I believe there's a window to her left, like right above her left, and then she's got the pentacles on the floor or something like that. But she's like inside a room. And then from my dreams of Gaia, right, that's like the Four of Earth, and there's a man there inside a room, or it's like, yeah, and he's like trying to hold it up, like he's literally holding up the thing, I guess, from like trying to being like like closing in on him, but because he's doing that, he's got blood in his hand on one hand, which is like his right hand, and then his left arm there's the wound, like, so it's just like maybe he's hurt right now from holding this up, and he's like, it's like it's that type of situation. So it's just like, it's like trying to get you to take, like, it's like you have these wings, bro. If you just pick them up and jump out the window, you be good. But it's just like, are they gonna work for real? For real? Like, are these really mine? But it's just like the lights are there. It's just like, just go, just jump. Even the signs, right? Even the signs, right? Because there's like drawings on the wall of like people falling, and I think that's what you're fearing. It's like, it's a fear of flying, fear of falling, right? Because I do have a fear of like heights and stuff like that I do want to face. But the thing about this card, and that's why I love this card, because of the angel wings, is like I want to fly. Like, it's not just like ascension, yes, but like to really get your wings though, that's what I'm trying to get. That's what I'm working towards. I'm not talking about getting Halo. I'm not talking about gaining my Halo and trying to get into heaven. No, I'm talking about just getting my wings, bro. I'm trying to like transverse through the galaxy, the universe after this lifetime. Like, I'm really trying to do right in this lifetime so I can do whatever the fuck I want in the next life, right? Not whatever the fuck I want, but because, you know, you're still working for God regardless. But it's just like, now you're going to be on the like intergalactic missions instead of this 3D bullshit. Sorry to say that, but it's just like, yeah. Like, there's so much more out there than this shit. And I'm like, that's what I'm trying to strive for. Five of Cups. I usually despair. I like to say cried over spilled milk, because you usually got like 3 cups tipped over and it's like 2 cups standing up. But this one, the heart is on the table. Ooh. And you're in the corner. Oh, and the picture is ripped. So maybe that lady broke his heart. Because it's, oh, wow. Maybe that's not his heart, but that's her heart. That's her love. right? That she left and ripped it, and the photo ripped. I don't know, right? But there's a demon there that's like about to attack you though, so like watch your back. I mean, but that's how I would read it, But you got the two little symbols here. Here we go. Just make up hands. Okay. All right, Six of Cups. That's about the reconciliation. Also, nostalgia, right? See an old couple here, happy, dancing. Oh, wow. Dancing with the devil. Not literally dancing with the devil, but you see how, like, the demon is, like, at the record player. Oh, but yeah, right? Reconciliation, but also nostalgia. Someone from the past. This looks like someone from his past coming to see him. And he's reminiscing, right? Because here he go. Remember this? Remember that? This, that, and the third. Remember the old times? And here goes the devil trying to play on that music, right? Getting them stirred up about old times. Yeah, bro, but the old times is why you in here in the first place, right? But reminiscing is good. But I would want to reminisce if we're dead ass serious about changing. That's it. I don't want to go looking back on anything that does not longer serve us. If we can't change it, let it go and move forward. Period. If you can't fix it, and you can't fix it, There's certain things you just gotta let go and let God. Seven of Cups. Got the two symbols here. There's the dragons. Oh, the options. There we go. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you got 7 cups on the table. But yeah, you got all these in the background. So maybe the cup, right? Because wow. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, so that demon is one of the options as well. Gotcha. Because I thought that maybe he was like trying to tempt him to drink from the cup. But like, no. Well, yeah, he could be tempting him to drink the cup. It's his cup, right? Drink my cup, right? But that dragon is there too. I like that because I like the disassociation of it, of the demon and the dragon. Just I like to really point that out. There's definitely a derivative. There's a difference. Them dragons, there's something magical, mystical about them. They may have some dark origins. They may come from some dark origins, but they still have light in them that withstands the darkness. 8 of Cups. Eight of Cups is usually about walking away, right? This one, you got the two symbols here. You got the shadowy figure, and you see it's trying to like with the bird trying to fly away, right? That's the symbol, flying away. But you're stuck. You're trapped. You don't want to go nowhere. I don't know, whatever you drunk, it's got you sick. And the devil's right there like, nope, you ain't going nowhere. I got you now, nigga. Or, I need to stop using that word, I guess. But, it's like your shadow is like trying to get you to fly, right? But you're just like, because of this motherfucker. I need to do a disclaimer when I do unboxings, not to take anything that I'm saying as me reading to the viewer, but just more so me trying to interpret the cards for when I do my readings. 9 of Cups. And the apple's at the feet. Apple's on his leg. the demon or a deity, right? Maybe I shouldn't like stop calling them demons, or maybe they are demons, right? This is the Madhouse tarot. You get you're battling your demons, right? Oh, 9 of cups. 9 of cups is about, they say that's the wish fulfillment card. Even though I think that'd be the 10, right? Because you actually get the family, it's the rainbow, the children, they're having fun and stuff like that. But a 9 of cups, you see he's got his legs crossed. I feel like any type of crossing, if it's the crossing of your legs or the crossing of your arms, you're content with whatever it is. You're fine. I'm good. I'm Gucci. But it also still could be some type of closing off too, as well. Like, you may be content, but you're not. You don't want to receive either. So you're happy with what you have already. I mean, the crown is there, so it's just like you can't even see his face. That's what I'm saying. It's the cups, though. Like, you don't even know. You can't read his face. It's like a poker face. Like, are you happy? Are you not? His legs are crossed. You can't tell. We don't know, right? But there's a crown there, though, so that speaks of something. You know, he sits in a chair, but again, but it's a figure though. So they sit there on their idea of their throne, like they're the king of their own domain. There we go. Maybe with his minion. They could be working with him or against him, but you know that's how they all are. They usually work against you if they're demons, but depending on how your light shines, you know, these demons, they attach you, they get attached to you, not to go against you sometimes. But because these demons get attached to you to not go against you, that's when the devil comes in and tries to fuck shit up. It's like you can't send a what is it? You can't send a woman to do a man's job. Or you can't send a man to do a woman's job, because if we're thinking about the shadow, the darkness, and all that other stuff, that's feminine energy. And in no way, shape, or form do I think women are evil. Everything is from God. Remember that. So, And anyway, believe it or not, women are angels. y'all just, not y'all, but these feminists are out here in that masculine energy trying to fuck up everything. And it's just like, y'all really need to know that there are rules that need to be made. Like, there's still roles within men and women, regardless of you trying to be equal to a man. And it's like, I don't know why these feminists fight for that, because it's like, well, the things that y'all think y'all lack, y'all make up for it other things. And that's what makes y'all more powerful, believe it or not, than men. Because the fact that y'all can really carry a child, carry another life form. Oh, okay, as I'm talking about the cups, to the 10 of cups at that, that family, right? You get to carry a life form and birth it, and then it's different, I don't know. I'm just like, 10 of cups is the family card, but as you can see here, this is a little bit morbid to me, only because this is the older gentleman here. Oh, maybe he's not that old. But, this is someone who is connected with somebody. There's a connection with somebody even after death. Like, there's still love for somebody even after death. This is what I'm seeing here. And because and even because this love is there after death, that they still connect with them. This person, even if they don't have any mental issues, right? Any type of disorders or anything, if they do or they don't, they're still going to be connected with somebody on the afterlife. That's going to be their gift, right? Because you also look at the 10s being gifts too. That's the completion card. So you that's the reward, the 10, right? But this is the emotional reward. So this person, you done the work, whoever you've been connecting with on this spiritual journey, right? they're going to have your heart and soul to death do y'all part. But because of the love that y'all have, that unconditional love that y'all had with each other, right? It's going to transcend beyond that. Death not going to keep y'all apart, because even in spirit, they're still going to be there with you. That's beautiful, right? Page of Cups. Well, the Page of Cups, right? It's usually a young. We already know the Pages students, young. He doesn't. He seems a little shy, and then they usually show like a fish out the water, but there is no fish. And this is not even. This is a. Oh wow. But I'm not really getting too much about this one. Well, there you see the page, right? The pages on the floor. So they may be a writer. Well, there's like a lot of writing across them. There's a picture there. I don't know. But I will say this though, they seem very closed off. Only because like I said before, I know I said how like any type of crossing, right? Your arms crossed, legs crossed, that's like being closed off, right? But this looks like a coat or something, right? That they're holding up and they're concealing themselves, right? And the reason why is because is that a man or a woman? Oh, but clearly it's a you know, with the picture over there, it's a picture of a little girl. So this could be a woman trying to not disguise herself, or maybe hide the fact that she, you know, that it is a woman, for maybe for reasons, right, of her own. It's an emotional. It's a cup, so it's like for her emotions. Maybe they're dealing with something, maybe an identity, right? Also with the Knight, it's the Knight or the Page of Cups. But one of them that's supposed to be indicative of somebody on the down low, right? So maybe she's trying to transition, right, from being a woman to a man. Right? Potentially. Because you could kind of see like they a little bit, they kind of got like a little boyish charm to them. Like they still have like those soft feminine features, but there's something about them that gives it like just the way they try to dress themselves up here, it gives me like boyish look. It gives me a very boyish look. Like, so maybe this could be, because this is an old, the way the illustration is of like an old figure, right? Because you see like some of the paintings, they this nothing modern, there's nothing technological about, like this doesn't scream 2020, you know, anything of the 20th century. So this is like dated. So maybe it's just like shit, where was I going with that? Oh, because I was going to say tomboy, but whatever the tomboy was at the time, right? And also, that was a thing, too, in the past. Like, women really did drag more so than men. And also, if you ever played, what is that? Assassin's Creed Black Flag, because, you know, they kind of play off of history a little bit. There is a one character that disguised herself as a man to be a pirate. Or something like that. I don't think it was to be a pirate, but she disguised herself to be a man, basically, to like get some shit. She also had a lover too, who was a woman. So, yeah, I think she could have been bisexual, but I know she had a lover or a female companion that she was working with. Knight of Cups. Ultimato soap. Knights. Oh, well, here is the actual artist, right? And this is like, you see, well, this is like modern. See how I just, you see how I was just talking about that, and then this is more modern, because this is giving me like 20th century, like, you know, they do that abstract, those crazy artists. Like, this is the dude that would be like out there in like Times Square doing some weird abstract art. You know, he be the, this be the person that's doing, well, yeah, this type of work. It will literally be something like this, plastered somewhere in the middle of downtown somewhere, and it's going to be looked at as like literally art. You know, if you go, because I'm from Philly, so if you go down to Center City, there's this one area, like right across the street from Dilworth Park, or I like to call it, well, they don't even call it Love Park no more. Let's call it Dilworth Park. But there's a building across the street from that park, and there are like sculptures there. There's like a chess piece, there's a checkered piece. I think they had something from Monopoly and Sorry, but it's like that type of, it would be something like that. But the Knight of Cups though, which is like, wow, because that's not even the fire, but we already got out of the wands. But the knight usually takes, well, all the knights take action, but it's an emotional action. Like I said before, the Knight of Cups is supposed to be the actual down low guy, but I'm getting that from the Page of Cups. This one is just someone who's very expressive. You see, like, he's inside the soup, or inside the bowl, or whatever, or inside the can, and it's like poured over, like all this, you know, is everywhere. It says soap toe, but you know, all the paint is everywhere, or whatever this is, right? But it's spilled all over it. It's everywhere. Like, you know, he jumped in and it's everywhere now. So it's like he's made a mess of everything. But I don't know. It's like a certain type of style that works out for him. That it makes that that it's like something that he does that it's so eloquent and beautiful about it. You know. Again, it's the cups there. So I mean, look at it. It's a little unorthodox. You're confused. Like, why are you in here? Like, why are you in the damn cup? Come out the cup. Get out the damn cup. Oh well, that could be. Huh. I mean, it could go either way, because it could be like I don't know. Because again, I also was like, you know, she had to probably cover herself up, cover the identity of being a woman to try to gain access somewhere, right? The pages, right? But this one is just more so needing to just come out, stand out, be yourself, your authentic self, no matter how weird and crazy people are going to look at you. Because I'm pretty sure, like, what the fuck? This is not even a Knight of Cups. I don't even look like no damn Knight of Cups. Like, exactly what it is. Like, you got to take this for what it is, at least in this deck. This is a Knight of Cups, and they're letting you know, this is Knights. This is the Knight's Cup. That's all. But, you know, Queen of Cups. Now, this looks like some Mother Mary type of... Mother Teresa was older, so I know this doesn't look like her, but you know, this gives me the wardrobe, right? It's giving me mother figure, like Catholic Mother Mary. I was about to say Mother Magdalene, but like, well, Mary Magdalene, right? You know, she was a very close friend of Jesus's, groups of friends, but you know, Queen of Cups is a mother figure. That's why I'm getting Mother Mary. You see, you got the cups and the flowers, so it's just like the cups is about emotions, but love, and then the flowers is a peace for me, or a peace offering. You know, serenity, tranquility. You know, she has her amulet, her cross, but there's also this, right, little scarf that she has wrapped around her as well. So she could be like very, very spiritual, not religious. She has a cross there, so she never forgets where she comes from, but I think she's also learning about other things about herself that connects her with the higher. She's an emotional woman, so she's always going to feel that intuition to take that step into the unknown. King of Cups. Oh, wow. It's the illustration of it. And there's another major arcana. And there's another Egyptian symbol. There's the sun. Of course, that's that Leo energy. Um, hmm. Which is weird, because I guess that's the original King of Cups. But this one looks like he is... He seems very... I don't know, he doesn't seem focused. Because you see he's got the hand, he's got his pen, he's got the book. It's open. Like, so you're about to write something, or at least you were writing, but then you got distracted. Or maybe, right, he could be observing and taking notes. It's a cups, so I don't know. Usually the King of Cups is a man who's in control of his emotions, right? And from what I got when I was doing my flip through with the Dragon Tarot, right? How the Queen of Cups, because with the Dragon Tarot, the Queen of Cups, she had her head like face down in the direction of the water, and her tail is up, while he was standing up with his tail trying to at least try to take a like a little test of the water. So again, I got that from the Queen of Cups being able to dive head first into a situation, while the King of Cups, he'll put his foot in the test of waters, you know, before he takes a whole deep dive into something. So that's what this all could be. So it's just like being invested in things, but they're not really sticking to it. There's playing cards there. So he likes to play games. Literally or figuratively, right? Think about your emotions, right? King of Cups, he's good at that. There's more books here and scrolls, so he could be learning as well. Learning a lot. But the kings are supposed to be teachers, right? Not students. So, I'm not really getting too much yet, at least from this King of Pentacles. King of Cups. Ace of Swords. Needing to speak your truth about what hurts you, or wanting to speak your truth about what hurt you. Two of Swords is needing to make a decision, right? Oh, and there's two symbols. Right, you see there's that black and white. It reminds me of that death card earlier we saw about the duality. But now you see he's got two heads, one looking left and one looking right. And looking at two apples with smiley faces. But this one is comparing apples to apples, but it's not the comparison of the apples, it's how, because I'm pointing at the camera, but it's like how you are determining on the action that you're about to take. Are you going to choose to do the dark side and using this apple, or are you going to choose the light side and using this apple? The duality, good and bad. About decision making. right? The good and bad choices of, yeah, the good and bad choices that you make. I like that. You know, OMG. Can someone send this video, right? It should, well, it's not a request. And honestly, if he can't do it, then most likely someone can potentially do it without it being copyrighted. But just from this photo alone, right? Because you see how it's split. But the way it's split, though, it seems like there's still more to this. Like, there's still more to these two photos, right? So, what if there was like a deck similar to this and the vice versa deck? So can like I would that be dope for somebody to have a tarot deck inspired by the Madhouse tarot and the vice versa deck, just based off of like I got the idea from the two of swords in this deck. Cause just imagine, right? You have, because I'm not gonna use that card now, because even if there was a two of swords, I mean even if there was like a vice versa deck, right? There's going to be a lot more added to this side. Of course, that's not going to be shown here. And then same thing for that one. So you get a full picture of this, and then on the other side, you get the full picture of that. Or, right, you can keep it like this, and then when you flip it, you'll just see the front of them. You know, the front side of this, and what we can see, and what it I guess would it look like, right, internally, because if you flip it over, I feel like it's going to show like their stomach being open, and then like one side of like it looking good and the other side looking bad. Like it would be something like that. Like I would that'd be, yeah. Three of Swords, that's the heartbreak. As you can see, the heart is in the background, caged up. She's distraught. Yeah, she's angry or heartbroken, literally. Oh, why? Why did he leave me? Oh, Lord, take me. But, is she in the bathroom? That's a cup, though. It's like, it's a cup. I don't see no swords. Unless you want to look at the cage lines as one, two, three swords going across. But then you got one and two right there. So I don't know. I'll be trying to be that literal, but we already know. Well, I always looked at the heart at this the three of swords as a heartbreak card. No third parties, just a heartbreak. She could be hurt about anything. Like she just could have received some news about somebody in her family passing. It doesn't mean like somebody left her. She could have lost her job. She's about to lose the house, or like I'm always thinking bad things, but like I don't know what could be good that you're gonna be looking like this though. Like that's the thing. Like you're not gonna be like, oh my god, to something good. I mean, unless it's just like you've been through some shit. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't have tears of joy, but this doesn't look like any type of peace, happiness. This looks like pain, literally, right? Anguish, hurt. So, I mean, I guess that's the opposite when you do it in reverse. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. but the damn video done cut off, and now I have to clip it. See what happens? I should have just put my phone on do not disturb. Now I gotta. Four Swords is about rest, but the way I'm looking at it though is just like it could be about astral project, and this could be somebody astral projecting. You know, there's things going on in the background that's like, you know, and I think that's what he's connecting to, the things that are out there. There's, you know, the demon here under the bed. He looks scared though. That's the funny thing about it. Like, oh, this motherfucker, he floating? Let me get the hell out of here. Because it's like you see that he's at peace. He's at rest. You know, he's in the bed, right? But you see he's floating now. So that could be like him ascending. Literally or figuratively, you know, rest in peace, you know, ascending up into the skies. But he also could be resting, right? And then astral projecting or literally levitating. You know, somebody's being centered, you be at peace and enough, you want to levitate. I was talking about flying, right? You know, ascending enough so I can fly. Maybe I can learn if I can learn to levitate in this world, right? That could be confirmation about flying, you know, later on. Chris Angel's out here and what's his name, David Blaine, they out here being magicians and shit. All I want to do is fly around the world. That's it. All that other extra shit, that's for the birds. But I'm trying to be a bird and fly. Like, what? Five of Swords. Five of Swords is defeat. But in some decks, they say it's like humiliation. But this one seems like, yeah, defeat, but like you've hurt yourself because of it. Like you were mad at yourself. Like you got so mad that you've hurt yourself. Like that's how defeated you are. That's how upset. And you're just, yeah. And that's because of this motherfucker getting the best of you. Oh, but look though, right? Look at your reflection, just sitting there looking at you. With resting bitch face, like, yeah, get it all out. Get it all out. Because you only hurt yourself in the end. That's deep. Oh, wait, I'll put that over here. Six of Swords. I also look at that as confirmation for something. Not the Six of Swords. I was just thinking about like how I was just like, I just received a phone call, right? And then I ignored it. And then of course my video stops. And I've always keep talking about how like every time I'm in the middle of trying to do something, this person keeps calling me. And I just find out, you know, it's that intuition and stuff like that, trying to figure it out, you know, just certain things and people's and patterns and like who's really for me and against me and stuff like that, you know, of the nature. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters. As you can see, this looks like, I don't know if that's like another patient or one of the workers, right? But they're sitting there like, oh my God. Like they seem like they stressing. This one's like, yeah, I'm about to just hop in this tub real quick. I don't give a fuck about what's going on out there. Like, I'm about to relax. You see, look, even the demon running, it seemed like the demon just finished running the backwater for him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, they look like they be working with you. They can work with you and they can work against you. It all depends, right? But this one's just like, you know, fully clothed, stressing out. This one's naked. He looking over, but he again, like, rest in bitch face. Like, I don't like what's going on out there. I'm about to stop in the, like his foot is in the tub already, so it's like whatever's going on, I'm not about to get out. But again, the way he's positioned though, for a reader, it could look like, okay, I'm stopped here. What the hell is going on for me to, before I go any further, what's going on? Tell me what's going on before I go, rest and relax and, about whatever the situation is. Because this also could be it, I've already said my piece about whatever I need to say to this person. Now it's time for me to move on and go relax, Time to calm myself from the situation. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Oh yeah. Being sneaky, trying to get away with something, deception. You can also look at it as thievery, right? As you see, he's running off with their heads. He came to collect some debt maybe from them for the games that they are playing. Look at that, and look, the demon like with his tongue out, like aha. Like I said, they can work for you, or it can work against you. So this demon probably was working with this one. Well, actually, he was working with them to go against them, because that's how they do. They play with you to go against you. So, but again, he was working with this one for real. And then he helped him collect their heads. But yeah, they was playing a game, and now he's running off with their heads. Or maybe he's the one that's being sneaky. Who knows, right? Because usually the one in the Seven of Swords, right, that's the one that's trying to get away with something. The one that's running off with the damn swords. So he's running off with their heads, trying to be sneaky with something. Mind games. Look at that. This deck, oh baby, this deck is going to do wonders for me, especially with motherfuckers who really trying to do mind games. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is about being stuck, trapped in your mind about something, not able to move forward. As you can see, he's in a straitjacket. He can't move. He really can't go anywhere. Yet somebody's trying to feed him and he don't want to eat. And also somebody's in the background observing too as that. So this person could be stubborn, but he also could have his reasons for not wanting that. There could be because I'm only doing a flip through, right? So yeah, it could be interpreted as many ways, right? Because I'm also getting like, well, I mean, if he's not eating, right, well, as either this person has been doing something behind the scenes, and this is why this person is here. Because, like, I'm watching, like, what is going on? Why is this person not eating, right? I need to figure out what's going on. And also, oh, yeah, he's looking at this person. I was about to say, because if he's looking at this person, it's like, okay, well, maybe it's you that I need to watch. Because this is probably something that you're doing that's, like, getting him not to trust you. But then again, behind the scenes shit. So it's just like, I'm watching you. Make sure he eats this. Make sure he eats this. He's like, nope, I'm not eating it. I don't know. Because like, he probably feels something is going on. Right? And you see his legs is crossed here too. His arms have to be crossed because of the straitjacket, so he can't go nowhere. But his legs are crossed here because they need to have him open so he can walk. But they're crossed here. So he's definitely closed off. Nine of Swords. It's like stress, worried, and having anxieties. As you can see, he's literally stressed. Oh wow. That's scary. That is literally. I don't know why. Like, that literally made me have to look around right now in my room. Cause like, look at that. It's this big ass eye just looking down and watching you, stressing the fuck out, going through it. Somebody's been watching your every move. That's why I had to look around like, huh? Because again, it could be a camera in here. Somebody could be watching. At the end of the day, they have access to this room whenever I leave, so they do their little checkups, whatever that means, right? You know, fuck what? This deck might come in handy. Just in general. Ten of Swords. There's the bird cage. His mind is free. The doctor set his mind free. Oh, wow. There was like some type of operation going on. But I don't know. Was it a success? I mean, the dove is there though, so that could be indicative of something. I mean, peace, right? Yeah, peace of mind. See, there's some work that's trying to be done on him. There's blood there. But the fact that he's in a straitjacket, though, I don't know. Like, why do you need to be in a straitjacket? Oh, okay. I mean, it's a madhouse, so the operations that they're doing are very morbid and unorthodox, and maybe not traditionally accepted in like regular practices. So they go through great measures to cure their patients. Page of Swords. There we go. Right. Here's the player right here. Right. Player from the Himalayas. Page of Swords is that spy though. Right. Is it the page or the knight? No, it's the page. Page are usually supposed to be spies. Maybe this character, right, who is influencing this Page of Swords could have been a spy. You know, but traditionally they talk about being a spy. He's also the way his words, right? It's the way he speaks. I don't know if that's like perfume or something, like a cologne. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's a player, but the things that he's saying, like, they sound sweet. They sound like they sound good, cause of it's that thing. And you got the ace, right? And then you have, is that the clubs? Yeah. But yeah, he's a player basically, and the things that he says, you got to watch out for. He also could be a spy, trying to gain information from you as well. So. MC, I don't play cards. Like, this could be those 3 cards right here, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think this is 7 of cups right here. And if these are swords, right? So that's the ace of swords, and then this is the 3 of swords. So that's 4 swords there, right? I just want to grab my to be specific. Yep, those are 4 swords, and then the cups. So wait, that's not in the middle. That's at the top. So there could be another one at the bottom of that. See, it's like kind of distortion. It's like he's in the way of it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this could be 8 of cups instead of 7 of cups or 6 of cups. Yeah, 8 of cups, 4 swords. 8 of cups is walking away, right? And the 4 swords is rest. Like, you know, yeah, being at rest or something. So remember that. He's going to walk away. He's going to end something and walk away from it. Put it like that. Page of Swords. And then the Knight of Swords, you see those scissors? He's coming in to cut shit. There's an elephant in the background. Why he's giving me penguin vibes? That's funny. even though it's not, because they would have made him look like exactly like the penguin, but like, you know, the top hat, the maybe not the mustache. It could be. Did he have a mustache? I know he had a long nose and he had a hunchback, but I mean, this is penguin attire though. But again, the Page of Swords, even with the penguin attire, right? You know, it speaks of a villain, right? The penguin though. I mean, I can't really describe him and like his motives behind things. But again, cutting shit out. Elephant there speaks of water though. I always think of like the elephant, like it's like water. Maybe. But the way he looks though, it's like it's like try me. It's like go ahead and try me. It's like I wish a nigga would. And that's why he's sitting there like that. Cause he's got his sword right there, and you see he's got his hand in his pocket, you baby. And again, this is a knight, so he's quick with it. Be careful. And that's why he said you like he's got that, because it's like the way his face look, he's got that side tilt. I don't know how I can describe it, but it's like if you got that your head tilt to the side, you know what that means. It's like, and you're just like, yeah, go ahead, try me. I dare you to, and watch what's gonna happen. If you can even see it coming. Queen of Swords. See, the way they stand out, these characters, and like the kings and queens, these characters stand out that I know that the author or the illustrators, right, picked like iconic figures around the world through history for these positions. Because she looks like a very important person in culture. But the Queen of Swords is let's see, she don't take no shit from nobody. Her sword is up, so it's just like I can cut you, you know. I mean, all the swords, they're there to cut. They're really there to cut shit, whether it's for better or for worse. But you know, the queen, she's usually close to the justice. She's all about trying to bring balance. She'll let you say your piece before she, you know, will piece you out. But it's the how you say it, because you see, she's got some guys behind her, ready to shoot. If all she's gotta is just give the signal. That's the thing about this Queen of Swords is like, she's protected, but she's also powerful. She's got people willing to stand up for her. She can stand up for herself, don't get me wrong, but like this one right here is powerful, that she don't really need to lift up her sword for people to like, you know, protect her. But it's just like she gives orders as well as the king, but it's her actions. She's the more, of course, it's the feminine energy, so she'll hear you out before she could really cut you. She doesn't really use her sword that much. It's really for show, but she will use it though, and it's not for play either. Trust me, when she uses it, and it's no hesitations at all whatsoever. So be careful what you say to her, because she will hurt you. Seriously. King of Swords. Oh wow, look at that. Ooh. King of Swords. This king got some demons that he's dealing with. But there's also something there as well, another spirit. So you got a deity and an entity with this King of Swords, and you see there's some writing here. Oh look, they mentioned. Oh wow, they got him written there, or her, right? But y'all, This is Baphomet, right? They put that right there. So if they're there, then this figure is named in here as well. Oh, and now I'm taking a closer look at it. There is maybe a Capricorn symbol there. I think that's Capricorn, right? And there's like other things, but yeah. King of Swords. Clearly, you see he's a general, right? Of the sorts. So literally, like, he has an army. He's got people behind him as well. He also could be gang related, you know, if you want to look at it on a more 3D level, right? You know, I'm from the hood, so, you know, he might be in a gang, right? Or could be the boss. But he takes action. You see the way he takes action is very rewarding, you know, because it's like you see all those medals, those badges and shit. So again, the general, Kings of Swords, he strategizes. You know, this is war, right? But not real war. But just in general, they strategize. Another phone call, and I didn't realize that the videos can still be attached even if, yeah, so I'm knowing now, but I end up closing out the app and end up having to do another video for real. But Ace of Cups, setup is all messed up now. Jesus. Ace of Cups. Oh no, Ace of Coins. Look at me. It's about what is that? That new. It's like an offer, like an actual like physical like material, like money and stuff like that. Building, growing, like progression in your life in some way, shape, or form. But the ace here, it's like you just started something, and then it's just like, now you're just, I guess, sitting to wait for it to grow. Two of Coins. About it's juggling, right? They say. But you see, it's like a has lighter self. So I look at that as his higher self, right? Kind of reflecting on him a little bit, and about needing to do something. It says juggling, but I don't know. This one gives me like, I don't know why I get like, you know how like the mimes, right? They put their hands up and they do like the little in the box type thing. I don't know. That's what I feel like I get from here. It's like inside the box, outside the box. I don't know. There's a door up, and there's that demon again. That yeah, same one with the legs, right? Those symbols. Two doors there. One looks like there's an opening to something, while one is just like into the closet or something. I guess the juggling between your maybe it's the juggle between your higher self. Because again, I look at the coins is it's also being like, it's not just money, but it's also about like the physical material, like the person, like the body itself. So it could be like your higher self trying to get you to make a decision, or like from juggling, or maybe it's you juggling, like trying to use your discernment. That's what it is, like juggling to use your discernment on like making a choice. Because you got your higher self there and you got the demon there, and it's just like, which one to believe, right? Three of Coins. Did we say something about working together, right? And here we go. Putting their wings together. Look at that. And there's literally like working to put his wings together. That's cute. So maybe if I'm looking at that 4, right? Was it the 4? The 4 swords? Now, because, all right, so maybe his wings is clipped, but it's still like, okay, you may not have your wings anymore, but, you know, you could still try to fly. You could still have faith that you can fly. Just because they're not, you can't see that they're on you, you can feel that they're on you, right? I don't know. For you to need to take some action. Wait, was it the 4 swords? I don't think it was the 4 swords. The 4 swords was actually them being in the bid. I mean, I got the deck in my hand, actually. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, 4 of Cups. I was close, but yeah. So it's just like, man, you got the angel wings there clipped off, and then you see they're trying to sew it back on to someone. But I mean, these are 2 different figures though. Getting the wings sewn on from someone who didn't have the wings, or the wings that are clipped off of. Four coins, right? I explained about the man holding the coin, like he has a tight grip on the coin. Oh, look, these are her prized possessions that she don't want to let go of. Demons falling, right? Psychotherapy maybe is going to say that in the background behind her head. 2 more symbols. Yeah, you see, those are the coins, the bears. Those are her prized possessions. Those are the things that she hold near and dear to her. They may not be worth much to, you know, the person that's looking at her, but those mean so much more than anything else that's in that room around her, or, you know, whatever is going on in that madhouse, right? Those are her babies. You can't tell her otherwise. 5 of coins. 5 of coins is about being left out in the cold. Well, this one looks like being hungry. Oh, excuse me. I mean, they got plates in their hands, so it's like, yeah. But they're walking out of a room. They're walking out of a room that's lit to go into a room that's kind of dark, but they got plates in their hand, and the plates look clean. So I don't know if they're about to go and get something to eat, or they just came from eating and they literally cleaned their plates, because, you know, it may not have been much. But it's being left out in the cold. He's feeling some type of way about something. So maybe he's coming down on something. Oh, wow. Well, this one is just... angry. Or his mouth is open, so he's got something to say about something. Right? And he's got his hand out. Look like it's about to reach to him, or point, right? Because he's got that one finger out like it's getting ready to point, though. And he's got his mouth out like, but, 6 of coins. It's about an equal give and take. Now look at that. Look at that. I like that. 6 of coins. About an equal give and take. You see how he kind of looks like the emperor, right? It was already an extended video. I didn't realize, like, when that video cut and I looked at it, that shit was 2 hours long. I'm like, are you serious? But then again, I've been, like, really going into each card, though, so... I mean, nobody told me to do that. I just, like, I was feeling, like, natural to go with that flow. But I don't know why I brought out all the other cards behind it. But you see the Emperor here, right? And then now you see the 6 of coins. That same position, hat and all, right? Put like poles and everything. So it's just like, maybe the all right, so with the 6 of coins, all right, we are, like I said, it's like equal give and take, but it's odd that it's not even the person that's deciding that who gets what. It's his demon that's doing that. So his demon is like trying to give this man the mice and then give this man, it's like a coin or a stone or something. But that could be the money, right? Like, he's hungry, so if I'm going to give you an animal to eat. But you really probably need that to sell to really get you off your feet and stop begging. Right? And this one, I don't need anything, but I'm just giving you shit just to give you shit. Look at that. Just that, keep that in mind now too. How you're like, just even for me, right? So look at this as, the watcher, the viewer, right? If I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to me as well. So this is us, right? And how we give to people. Who are we really giving to? Are we giving to the right people, the right things? And is it us that's making that decision, or are we allowing our demons to do it for us? Because they're, we're still not trying to face something. Our eyes are covered, so we're not trying to see something as well. And you see where our hands is at, there and inside our pocket, and closer to our heart too at that. So it's like you're trying to guard your heart a little bit, making the decisions. 7 of coins. There you go. As you see, like, growing, taking stock, planting, harvesting, attending to what you've already started. It's time to water the plants and check up on them. Well, let me show you the whole thing. Right? It's a big window too, so it's getting a lot of light. So the world is doing its job. It's just now it's time for us to come in and do our part now. But you see, you got one little demon over here. I don't know what he's trying to do. It's got a stick though, so either he's looking out the window for something, or maybe he's waiting for somebody to come in. Because then you got this one at his leg, like, stop what you're doing. Don't do it. No. Like, don't grow. Don't leave me. How dare you? I need you. I'm like, I mean, but what I'm growing now, right? But what I'm growing now could be fulfilling for all of us. We can all eat, right? 8 of coins. It's about work, that hard work and effort into something, putting that hard work and effort into something. As you can see, he's not really stressed or anything. He seems content. Like, he's cool. Like, he's good. Like, he's like enjoying himself with this, tower of cards that he's created. As you can see, of course, there's a demon right there. But they're watching. They're observing. There's like a line going across. I don't know if that's an actual line or like a string or something, but they're just like hanging there watching, waiting, right, for a tower, or probably to bring that tower down, to knock it down at any moment. But that's anything that you're working on. Even these videos and stuff like that, there's going to be somebody's watching, waiting, planning and plotting to destroy everything that you worked so hard for. That's always the case. That's why you gotta protect yourself, pray, make sure you have a close relationship with your higher sources, right? Nine of Coins is the independent card, I always say. Um, they're out on their own. It's not that they don't need nobody, but they're happy with being out on their own. You know, it's the coin. So it's just like I can afford to take care of myself, but it's not like I don't need anybody. Again, with the arms crossed though, in this deck, they might not. That's what it is. They probably not. And then the shadows, they're being closed off. Because I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm on my own. It's time to cut people off that no longer serve me. Those shadows, the darkness, it's time to break free of that. So there's nothing wrong with being closed off sometimes to better yourself. And look at that. He's got a straitjacket on, but it's not tied up. So this is him putting himself in that situation to protect himself. So at any given moment, he can let himself go. All right, see, he can, open up again to people. But as of right now, he's being closed off. And you see his foot is out, so it's like he's walking, he's trying to move forward. And you see the demons is next to him. This is weird. They're running next to him instead of trying to be in this crowd, making him go back. And that's why I look at certain these little demons and stuff, or how the entities, however you want to label them. Those are the sins that he walks with, him. I'm telling you, these little demon things or whatever, those are our dark sides, our shadow sides. These are just other people's shadows that are trying to gain in your light. But even though you're a light figure, right, a light being, there's still darkness in all of us. Your light shines bright that these mofos don't see that. That there's still that you always going to have that speck of dirt on your shirt or your dress, right? 10 of Coins is that family card, that firm foundation, the stability and everything. But as you see, there's nobody in the room. But you got the entities, the deities, right? They're on the globe. Seem like they're plotting and planning and strategizing, right, on their next victim. Because whoever they tried to, fuck with over here is out. You see that they've extended already. They're climbing up the ladder and they're moving on up. You see the black cat there, who's not even looking at them, looking at that person, but looking at these motherfuckers. And they're by that window for a reason, to protect that person from, to extend. Black cats are very important and significant. And they're good luck. People think that black cats are bad luck, but that's the lie that everybody's been telling you. They really are very magical and protective creatures. But yeah, and because this cat is protecting them, they're over at this globe okay, well, who can we get next now that this person has gotten away from us? Page of Coins. Nope, and look at the wolf. Somebody's watching, somebody's lurking, planning. This could be the spy, right? Every deck is going to be different, but you see those red eyes though? That's deception. That's rage. That's I see you as an enemy. But look at that though, right? Look what he's doing now. This Page of Coins. This Page of Coins is up to something. Now, this may not be a spy, but I feel like this is not the informant. They don't work with the cops or anything, but this person is a scapegoat. And the reason why I say that is because Not a scapegoat. I don't know. I just feel like with this right here, him doing this to himself, this is intentional. I hurt myself to bring it to bring it attention, to bring this out, whatever this is, and it's not even hurting myself. Well, in this case, it's, in this picture they're hurting themselves, but it's just like I have to put myself in danger or something. Like, it's like being put like, it's like putting yourself in a situation where you're bringing out the danger. It's like it's trying to, yeah, literally be the scapegoat. It's like being the trap to something. But it's like you're setting yourself up to be the trap for whatever it is that's coming to you. That's weird. Knight of Coins. The skull in the hand. That could be some type of like clarity, illumination or something. But I need to do research though. More background understanding of like the symbolism behind the skull other than, death and life. Or I mean, that could be it. Life and death. Knight of Coins. The knights, they take slow action. Well, this knight is slow movement. He takes his time. You thought the King of Wands, you thought the King of Swords was a strategist? This mofo right here, because he takes so much time, he have all the time in the world to strategize everything, right? You see he's sitting there, got the hand on the skull, right? And you see he's like looking off in the distance, so he's like in deep thought. So yeah, another strategizer or a deep thinker. You see that skull is like, it's design. It has a design to it. It looks like there's like diamonds or something, like, but it's like a pattern, like a design. It shines though, like you see how it's like shining brightly, so that could be something. Oh, and look, there's like a fish in the background. So it's just like some deep thinking, right? Water. Oh, but there's a shark there too. Right? But you don't want to dive too deep, or you're gonna get bit. I don't know. Or maybe this is what's in your head, right? This big shark that needs to come out, right? This is all in your head, and you're like the emotions that's being trapped inside. Queen of Coins, because that's another thing too. You kind of got to look at the background as well. It's like literally like reading the picture for what it is, not for what it is, but really looking at everything and like really being descriptive of it. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. Well, we know that she is a very wealthy woman, or usually she's wealthy. All the coins, you're usually wealthy people, but if they aren't, but they have a way of being abundant. They come off as abundant people, whether it's physically, spiritually, mentally. There's some type of abundance that, the earth signs have. But this Queen of Coins here, as you can see, is here another one, probably another player, right? All these cards everywhere. You see there's a guy in the shadows with the flower. One and probably give it to her, but not really sure because all these cards is like everywhere. So she seems like she's like to play a lot of games. Also, pictures is here with figures with no faces. So she got options, right? And then look, more cards on the table. So, and a crystal ball. So this one could be an actual psychic, a tarot reader or something of the sorts. A crystal ball lady, a gypsy. Even though like the gypsies are always like the wands, the fire energy. Because the gypsies, they travel, they are entrepreneurs, like they kind of co-create with the universe. Gypsies are literally like magical hippies, basically. The hippies, they're free spirited, they are one with the universe and stuff like that. But all they really do is like they step away from like the whole esoteric like thing of it all. They're like literally kumbayas and taking mushrooms and smoking and hugging trees and protecting life and animals and stuff like that. While the gypsies, they go around trying to be of service to the community of those people, or just the people in general. But because they kind of go hand in hand, it's like, I don't know. They can coexist. I just look at like the hippies being more of like the earth signs, right? And then the gypsies are like the fire signs of that. So it's just like they earth signs, right? The hippies, they literally are of the earth. They're literally earth angels, right? And then the gypsies, they are the magicians. So they come in, they manifest, they create, they make changes and shifts into the world and stuff like that. King of Coins. I don't know why I just went to a rant like that in the earth sign reading. I'll look at the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles right there inside of him. And see, I think that's the tree of life pattern that surrounds him. He's got flowers at the bottom of his feet, and he has a cattle skull at the other foot that he's actually stepping on. He has a staff there, and that's it. It's not much I could get from this king, other than that, like, he's a very stern, he's very content, you know. If he's earth sign, there's really no budging. Again, with that King of Swords, like, he stands his ground, he says his piece on things, but the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, the King of Coins, is solid. There ain't no budging, like, mind made up. You could probably persuade the King of Swords if you know how to really talk, right? Because it's all about communication with the King of Swords. King of Coins, there really ain't much talking. You know, put your money where your mouth is what the King of Coins is. I don't want to hear all that talking. What's your bank account looking like? What you can afford, what you can offer, what can you bring to the table? What affects it? What are you bringing to the table? Literally, like, what are you offering to this that I've already created? So that's that. Over 3 hours in. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it's like definitely 2 hours though. Gonna open this real quick. I'm just gonna do a brief. For your notes. Oh, first of all, that's not gonna be enough. I write too much. That's why I got my own notebook. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, so it's just like it can be. So you can make it have a book cover over it, so it doesn't. All right, so table of contents. You can see all that. Right, and then, all right, because again, like, I just want to show off the book. I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to edit this video. Well, I forgot I do got a tablet, so I could still, but can I edit it on Twitch though? We'll see. Oh, maybe you can't see that. So let me. Right, because it's like the angle that I'm at. Because like I'm not sitting down. Oh, right, there we go. I would think we have two. I know you the fuck lying. So we have Strength and the King of Wands here. And at the bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Right. like we said, for strength, right? Needed to gain strength and courage. But then you got the King of Wands there. So this is like Leo energy, fire sign, or if not fire sign, Leo energy. But here we go at Lionsgate coming up. Well, we're in Lionsgate portal right now. But Lionsgate is getting ready to come up this week. And we also have a new moon. So, I mean, the moon didn't pop up, but strength is here. And King of Wands. So, strength in this deck, right? It says, the words pacifying injection sounds like a conviction. A syringe filled with clear liquid in the nurse's hand is scarier than a straitjacket. All violent patients become obedient in an instant as soon as they notice it. Humiliating humiliating entries, most desperate tears, scratching my body till it bleeds, convulsions, everything is in vain. Angels, where are you? And where have the demons disappeared? Will neither the light nor the dark ones rescue me? They all have vanished into the long corridors, as they too are afraid of being turned into limp weaklings. Such is a hero's fate. Try to cleanse the world of evil, and you'll be rewarded with an isolation ward and injection of pacifying drugs. Lethal dose. General meeting. Display of strength on the physical level and strength of mind. Confidence in one's capability and rightness. Steadfastness. Courage, valor, power. A great potential. Vigorousness. Suppressions of other strength. Events. Having to handle on the situation, gaining control over it. Often using the method of a direct force impact, but equally restraints of one's untimely desire and anger, use of force, achieving a specific result. The sphere of business, defense and law enforcement agencies, senior management, a group of top executives, a strong personality, a tough leader, the principal owner, a steady market, correlation between demand and supply, an increase in labor efficiency, a well-developed business, good discipline in the workplace, a great deal of strain put on the employees, a sweating system. The sphere of finances, high earnings and profit that with high labor input. The sphere of emotions, very vibrant relations, a collision of two strong personalities, a visible or hidden struggle, a constructive conflict where both sides are growing, dramatization, instigating the partner's violent responses, struggle for leadership, making one of the partners obey the other, ability to sublimate the basic energies into creativity. What is that? Peculiarities of the mental condition. Love of power, dictation, problems with basic instinct, sublimation, a strong type of nervous system, a powerful endocrine profile, addictions to unhealthy habits, and fighting against them, opportunism. Outcome, the need to become aware of one's own intent and to integrate them into their life. The possibilities of getting the upper hand in the situation or inevitable subordination of the opponent. The pass on the Sifroth tree in accordance with the system of order of the Golden Dawn between the Gabora and
Chesed Sephiroth. Kahis is a seraph of the higher selves, compassion and spiritual love, the universe's creative force. The Gabora Sapphira represents the higher self's actions, strong and power, the universe's destructive force, the conflict between them that arises when the spiritual idea is embodied into the material world between severity and mercy inside oneself requires balance. Wow, 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 wow. And then the King of Wands. Oh wait, maybe they're all right here. Wait, what? King of Wands, here we go. King of Wands, combination of elements, fire and fire of fire, unquenchable fire. Antoine Court de Gebelin, scientist and occultist, Protestant and Freemason, tarologist, and astrologer. Oh, I didn't even know that was a term. Tarologist. Maybe that's what. A tarologist and psychologist. It is not enough to be just a historian and researcher to stay in history forever and be a landmark person for many generations. One needs to be the interior of a new process, the initiator, I said interior, of a new process. They need to find something completely new or unexpectedly see it in the overlooked old. For example, in the old Maricel Tarot deck, it is important not to be afraid to give your... Wait. It's important not to be afraid to give your find an unexpected interpretation and create a whole direction in the occult and even in history. Be able to beautifully and masterly build a theory so that it attracts the attention of the most educated people of its time and makes them look for ways to develop this original idea. Ooh, this is beautiful, especially with my current situation, guys. For the fine to be bright, one probably needs an excellent education and a deeply mystical vision of the world around them. Social environments and time spent playing card games plays an important role in it. After all, the secular way of life is not alien even to the pastor and brother of the Masonic Lodge, who is friends with kings and presidents. Exactly. The Masonic Lodge. As for popularity, it is one of the great engines of the most unexpected ideas. But myth, symbols, and allegory, to the study of which the whole life and many volumes of the encyclopedia can be devoted, remain the most important fuel of viable philosophical and occult concepts. One is able to kindle century-long, inexhaustible interest in this discovery in the minds of their many tarot followers. Oh, wow. I'll talk about it in another video, but yeah. Brightness, general meanings: brightness, nobility, proactivity, excellent commander and leader qualities, decisiveness, the ability to attract great attention to oneself, submission to oneself, influencing others, events, the needs for leadership, organization of the process, the ability to lead the topic, direction, involvement of an active person who can do this. Exactly. Because I know somebody who can help me with my current situation. the need of events, the need for leadership, organization of the process, the ability. Oh, I said that already. Shit. All right. Business, independent business, entrepreneurship of a wide profile. A type of activity where there is no strict control from the authorities, love for the process and not for the result, reasonable and content leadership, the ability to see what others do not notice and develop this idea, military, theater, and film directors, and innovators, scientists, athletes, and coaches. Finances, ability to make money, good income, financial growth, increased profits. Emotions, relationship developing, according to the hunter victim scenario, are usually constantly bright and hot. Passions boil in them. There is a very strong sexual aspect. Yeah, we already know that between each other, but we are really trying to hold back on that, because that's not important right now. And I want to be able to transmute that sexual energy into something more fantastical, Mental state, tyranny, professional deformation, or deviation of the leader. Result, process management, leadership, versatile knowledge, and unconventional look at familiar things. Exactly. Huh.
Well, there's that, guys. I mean, should I read the Six of Swords? I mean, it's already showing, right?
Because it's moving on to calmer waters, though. Like, this is beautiful. And again, and because I already got cards set out for a reading that, I'm going to be doing, but I wanted to do an unboxing first and then do the reading. But I'm probably not going to do that reading until later because I still got to do another unboxing. But I have a meeting at 1 o'clock as well. So, a lot of work. Six of Swords, though, right? So moving on to calmer waters. Six of Swords, stream of thoughts, harmonization of acute states, calming of feelings. Where can a madman in the madhouse hide from the annoying attention of orderlies and nurses, the endless mutterings of his fellows in misery? In the bathroom, probably. There is a madhouse legend about a girl who hid in a bathroom and escaped by the beam of a star shining through the window. Oh yeah, we saw that earlier with the star that they're talking about, right? She must have disincarnated. What does that even mean? But this is only a legend. Oh, well, if you're not reincarnated, then disincarnation means, I guess, that's it. You don't move forward. You just that's either you go back. I don't what that. I gotta look that up. But this is only a legend. It is much more difficult for men. They are not as ephemeral creatures as women, exactly. The reality of men is different. Here and now, there is a bathtub full of warm water. An orderly runs up to the door, clutching his head in horror. Probably, you can indeed hide in the bathroom. Dive in, hold your breath, hide from all sounds and looks at least for a while or forever. Mix the air and water in your lungs. What? A caring imp opens the tape, lures you to dive into the bathtub and never come up again. See? And whatever I tell you, he was running your bathtub for you. But damn, he was only running it so you can kill yourself. These mofos, wow. General meeting, inequitableness of mind, appeasement, immigration, moving away from a conflict situation into a more comfortable one, transition from a restless to a calm state, fear of the future, hard and careful work of the mind, leading to the desired result, events, finding a way out, change of a position, ca- castling, departure, trip, or business trip. Departure, trip, or business trip. I don't know why I said it like that. Business, transition to a new job, re-registration of the enterprise, name change, improving working conditions, settlement of work conflicts, cancellation of penalties and fines. Emotions, changing attitude for the better, changing living conditions for the better for partners, temporary separation, mm-hmm. Immigration of one of the spouses and the interests of the family, joint immigration, good, stable and promising relations, a desire to protect yourselves with the help of a partner, to hide behind their back. Mental state, tendency to vagrancy and frequent changes of places, desires to hide from reality, escapism, manifestations of psychopathy. Oh, wow. I'm sorry, I just took a minute to like really process that. Because I'm looking at the cards here too. I'm just like, yeah. Let's see. Wait, where did I go? Shit, I lost my spot. It was emotions. Oh, mental state now. Result. Positive tendencies in the development of events. Avoidance of provoking situations. Changing. New impressions. Rest. Seeking solace. In Gotia. Oh, this is new. Six of Swords matches the seal of the following demons. The 32nd spirit. Asmodee. Oh. Yeah. Asmodee. Or Asmodee. He is a great king, strong and mighty, daytime, Aquarius, 10 through 20 degrees, January 30th through February 8th. Sun, gold, appears with three heads. The first king, the first head, I said the first king. The first head is like that of a bull. The second is like that of a man, and third is like that of a ram. Oh, they're probably talking about okay. And its tail is that of a snake. He spews fire from his mouth. He has webbing on his feet like a goose. He sits on the infernal dragon and holds a spear with a banner in his hand. He is ahead of all because he was first elected under the rule of Amenemon. When the caster wants to summon it, they stand outside the circle during the operation without a headdress. Otherwise, Amenemon will deceive them and force them to expose the task of the operation. But as soon as the caster sees Asmodee in the form described above, they should call him by his name and ask, "Are you Asmodee?" The spirit will not deny this and bow to the ground. He gives the ring of power, teaches the arts of arithmetic, astronomy, geometry, and all handicraft arts. He can make you invisible. That was my next power too, right? If I couldn't fly, then invisibility was my next gift, right? He shows the place where the treasures lies and protects them. He belongs to the legion of Amenemon, ruling over 72 legions of infernal spirits. The 68th spirit, Belial, he is a strong and mighty king who was created next after Lucifer. Nighttime, Aquarius, look at that, 10 to 20 degrees. January 30th to February 8th, Sun, gold. He appears as a beautiful angel seated in a chariot of fire. He speaks in a pleasant voice and claims to have fallen first amongst the worthiest angels, even more worthy than Michael and over heavenly angels. His service is to distribute ranks and send.
This video is gonna be a pain in the ass trying to get together, but I don't even know. Oh wow, I know what I need to do next time, but hopefully that was the end of that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you have this tarot deck, let me know and how it's working for you guys as well, and how it's working for you guys, and and your readings, or just or how are you using this deck in general in your life. Yeah, thank you guys again. Y'all take care now. Bye bye.